Hello everybody, this is John from TeamJestersPokemon, bringing you the first in many battle videos that we'll be presenting to you on YouTube. This is a match between myself with ZekromEelektrik on the right, and then on the left we have Bret from TeamJestersPokemon playing his very own Celebi Virizion Tornadus EX deck. His deck has many similarities to the CMT that we're used to seeing, but his uses Virizion. I'm trying to remember what the point of that was. I think he believes it can hit more. It can handle Terrakion better. So just one-shotting it when you get that leaf walk going on, but we'll just have to see how it plays out now. He goes first and he starts out with N, which not the best card to start out early in the game. It could be in some scenarios, but not this chance, because if you saw my hand, I did show it off to him, and it really wasn't all that good. It was just like a level ball, a few energies, no supporters. And you can see on the right I'm starting with Zekrom, which is not the best starter for this deck. Usually you want to start with a Dynamo, so you have that free retreat option, or Thunderous, which is the best start you can possibly get for that turn 1 charge, which is very important for this deck because it helps you get your energies out, it helps put pressure early on, and so on. Now you can see he benched a Regigigas EX. Regigigas is actually really good because it's really huge, it can hit for a lot of damage, and just really hard to knock out, even from Mewtwo. So he passes, and now it's on me. And I end up attaching a double colorless. Well, yeah, it's a double colorless. And I go capturing up the Virizion, so maybe my hand isn't all that great. You see, I have to play an Oak's New Theory. You didn't even get any lightning energy or any Dynamo, which is never good. And I even dropped the plus power, just to add more damage and to get it out of my deck for the turn. We'll just see what I get. Shuffling. I'll draw my 6. And I see I do get a Dynamo, and there's even an Eelektrik in hand. Can't really see what else. I see another Zekrom. See a Collector, another Oak's New Theory, I believe, and guess I'll just go ahead and Outrage for 30. Not the strongest opening, only one Dynamo in play, so if you were to catch up that Dynamo and knock it out with, say, a Virizion or his Regigigas, that's going to set me back a turn. I do have that Collector, but Collector is only really strong towards the beginning of the game. At this point in the game, it's little late. By then, you'd want to be playing your other supporters just to help thin your deck out. So he gets one heads on a dual ball and gets a Smeargle, and he'll play that down. Smeargle is a card that regained popularity when Skyward Bridge was set in the format, which that gives all basic Pokemon one less retreat cost, and pretty much everything in Bret's deck does have only one, which adds up to having no retreat cost when he gets his Skyward Bridge out. Which I believe in this matchup we might not be seeing for a bit, so we'll have to see if he ever gets that out. I'll go ahead and play an Oak's New Theory. It looks like he didn't get any energy in his hand to play down. Usually with the with any Celebi build, you'd want to have energy ready to go, so you can keep pumping up attackers and keep the pressure on. Usually just any Celebi build that I've seen, they always want to make sure they have energy at the ready. They always want to make sure they have a steady stream of Celebis just to keep that acceleration going. Now you see he had to force breath onto his own Celebi for the pay the retreat cost, so he didn't get the Skyward Bridge. It's not really the best thing that you want happening, just because you want to conserve your energy. But in scenarios such as this, he kind of had to. It goes on to me, and it looks like I remember I did top deck that Dynamo. So, and I get an eel, and so I'm debating on playing the Oaks, so I do play the Oaks. I could have played the Collector in this situation, but I felt like the Oaks was better, because like I said, Collector, it's not that strong in the beginning, or at this point in the game, and Oaks was just the better choice. You see, I have another Dynamo in play, which gives me the opportunity to build up 2 eels, and with Oaks, I could probably draw into more Dynamos, so I just have that option. Now, you also notice I haven't drawn any lightning energies, which isn't good. Usually, the ZekromEelektrik player wants to have plenty of energy in play, which I don't. That's why you'd want that Thunderous start, which I didn't get. So then at this point, Thunderous is not very useful at the moment, because it's basically only good when you start. I level ball into another Dynamo here. So now I got 3 in play, which is good. Turns out the Oaks helped me out rather. And we have level ball as an important card for this deck, because the Dynamos and the Eelektriks, they're all 90 or less HP, so you get a steady stream of level balls going on. You can easily build up a field of Electrics without having to use Collector. But I still think Collector is a strong card in this deck. Mostly if you get the ideal start of Thunderous, you can get 3 Dynamos right away. That's mostly why I play that over Dual Ball. I know some people might feel different about that, but it's a matter of preference. Nothing wrong with that. Just plays to my playing style. And we'll attach to his Virizion. I think. Yep, attach it to Virizion. And it looks like this turn he will be taking a prize. He'll knock out my Zekrom with the Guy Hammer. It's Giga Power, yeah. And it goes to me. I evolve into Eelektrik. I have another one in hand. Just seeing what I'm going to do with it. And I do evolve the active, yes, because I think I do have a Juniper in hand. And I'm just looking to draw on that switch and draw into a way to get a lightning into the discard pile, like a junk arm. Which does say I do get the switch, but I don't get a junk arm. Let's see what else I get. I got another Dynamo. Let's see here. Play down the Dynamo. Guess you just have that free retreat option. I actually do run a 4/4 line of Eelektrik in this deck, which is pretty abnormal for any standard ZekromEelektrik deck. Usually they only play 3, but I play 4 just so I can have a steady stream of eels in my deck without having one of the 3 prize, as opposed to having the 2, like having 2 prize but still having 2 available. And that was like my main philosophy with that. And I just switch and just outrage. I'm not sure if that was really the best decision for me. Yeah, I really did this just to help conserve my eel, so he wouldn't take that out right away. Because ZekromEelektrik, they need their Electriks. They can't play without them, because it's the main energy acceleration of the deck, but he does have a catcher anyway. So at least I have him throwing out resources. I force him so he has to play that catcher. We'll go again and play an Oak's New Theory. Get a fresh hand of 6. It's a little along the shuffle here. Yeah, it's taking a little long to shuffle. Oh, there we go. Yeah, sorry for any long periods of shuffling that might occur here. That's usually normal. You usually want to make sure your deck is randomized as best as possible to avoid any clumping. Usually that's why table shuffling, I think, is the best practice in the world. I table shuffle for anything, even if it's a fun game. I always table shuffle. Let's see what he got. I think I see a random receiver. Random receiver is an exciting new card in the format, and it gives you an opportunity to dig deep for supporters. What it does, if you don't already know, you reveal the top cards of your deck to reveal supporter. You put that in your hand, and then you shuffle the rest in. I'm going to go ahead and collector. Yeah, the turn 5 collector, I think. I think it was like the only supporter in my hand, though. So I'm really just using it just to grab basics, just to thin the deck out, and to have more options ready for when, if I lose my Zekrom, I have attackers ready. Just know what I'm getting. So I'm going for, yep, 2 Thunderous and a Zekrom. Apologize for any glare on my full arts. Full arts are actually really nice. I try to do it as much as possible. The only thing I'm missing is another full art Mewtwo, which I don't even think we're going to be seeing Mewtwo in this matchup. For some weird reason, I don't know why. So we'll find out. And you said I decided to attach to the Eelektrik. My idea behind this is because I feel like my eel's on the verge of being knocked out, and I don't have any energy in the discard pile, so I attach to the eel because when that gets knocked out, I'll have an energy in the discard pile and something to dynamotor onto my Zekrom, and I'll be able to knock out the Regigigas. When that's knocked out, I'll be taking 2 prizes that turn, which is really good because you can see when he takes the knockout this turn, that's going to set me behind a turn, or set me back a lot. He decides to do a random receiver and grabs an Oaks. Now, interesting about Bret's deck, his only runs 1 Mewtwo, which not sure why that is. It's mostly a I'm not sure really why, what his philosophy behind that is, but I know he does run Revive in this deck, which is just the equivalent of having that second Mewtwo or that third Mewtwo in that deck, which we'll see that come in play later on. We'll just play another Oaks Theory and drop a plus power. Not sure why he decided to drop the plus power this turn. Only because I feel he does have the knockout this turn. That's no problem there. He does have the knockout, so I don't know why he felt it necessary to play that now. You can always have that for later, so you won't have to waste a junk arm to get it. But I think he's good on junk arms. I don't recall him playing any yet. Yeah, I don't think he played any junk arms at all this game. So he'll probably be in great shape for when he needs that later on. Let's see, is he gonna knock out the Eelektrik? I would assume so. And yep, he goes ahead and knocks out the Eelektrik. And then I'm gonna bring out my Tynamo. And then I believe I'll be getting my Revenge knockout coming up. So yep, I did. I have a normal attachment to the Zekrom, and I dynamoted onto the other one. This is so I can have another Zekrom ready to go when the time comes, and I'll be good to go. So I'll just Bolt Strike for the knockout, and I'll put myself up, or I'll tie up the prizes rather. Alright, so now it looks like we're going to be running out of time right now. So we're just going to stop it right here, and we'll see you later in part 2 of this video. So thanks for watching.